Hello, guys. How are you doing today? This is Viviana Castañeda, and this is a space created by digital mompreneurs to talk and to interview these empowered women that have got the courage to start their own digital business or their own business. Um, I've been in the industry of marketing like for long now, and I am professional in marketing, and I have my own normal business, and I have started this beautiful brand of digital mompreneurs. Here in Instagram is at mompreneurs digital, to encourage and inspire moms to start their own digital businesses. And one of the things that I've been thinking about lately, actually these last couple of weeks, is what is the thing that drives me the most, to keep going with this brand. And one of the things is to see how society is not built for moms. And by that, I mean, when we become moms, we are still, they are still expecting us to work 8 to 5, going to work without much trouble. And honestly, it doesn't work. It doesn't really work. We have new things, not only our body change, but our daily task, and most everything in our life changes. But it is a matter of adapting to our new life and understand that if the society doesn't give us the chance to keep growing as professionals, now we have technology, and this is a beautiful way to start our own digital business. So today I am going to interview Bree. She is a mom that lives here in Brisbane, and she's been an entrepreneur for the last 6 years, if I'm not wrong. And she's in the industry of fitness. She's a fitness coach. So let's talk with her, and let's hear about her story and how she started. I think she is here now. I'm going to send. There. She'll be in any minute. Hi, Bree. How are you?
I'm good. I was just like in such a rush because I got peed on, so I had to do like a whole outfit change and clean myself up. So.
No way. He wake up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I love that this happened, because this is a real mom's life. So
Yeah.
we are all the time running and changing clothes and everything, so that's perfectly fine.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that.
No, that's great. I was like, yes, this is so funny. Of course, typical. This just happened right now.
Yeah, it does happen. So, well, thank you for being here and for accepting my invitation, Brie.
That's okay. Thank you for having me.
I have to say, I ran into one of Bree's reels in her account, and I really loved it. So I just contacted her and I said, "No, I want you to be my next interview in my account, because I really love your content, and I think it would be really nice to hear." My main idea is to bring these stories to other moms, and I'm sure many people out there can get inspired and motivated to start their own digital business or their own business on their own terms at their own pace, and they don't have to sacrifice anything, time with your family or being with your kids or that stuff. So yeah, that's my motivation. Yeah. So Bree, let's get started with your story. I know that you started building the brand before your kid, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that. How was that? How's this starting thinking the business?
Okay, so I started like my own business 6 years ago. Like I didn't go online. I became a personal trainer. I was doing that, and I was doing my like boot camps every Sunday at like a local park, and I was doing it that way and building up like some one-on-ones. And then I got into work with the gyms, and I think it was. I just worked like through multiple like doing things like my PT business, and I was working with other jobs as well. And then it wasn't until 2020, like I really tried to put everything online. So I had attempted to go online before that, but it was a fail. It was a fail, but that's okay. I tried again, which is the main thing. But like, yeah, COVID happened, and I was just like, my partner joined the army, and I knew that from there on that we were going to be moving all the time for the rest of our lives, basically. And as well as like with COVID happening, it was just like, I was like, you know what? I need to be able to. I lost my job overnight, so I was like, I need to be able to keep my business going and not have to rebuild it every time we move. So that was like my big motivation to come online, and it's been really great because I've been able to help so many more people. I'm not just like contained to this one little suburb or whatever. So I actually get to help people all over the world. So a lot of my clients are in Australia and New Zealand right now, so which is really cool. So yeah, 2020 I just started really working on looking into building, like transferring over into online. I got a business coach for myself as well, so I invested into a business coach, and yeah, just went all in with it. And then was it the start of last year, I found out that I was pregnant, and yeah, then I was like, okay.
That's amazing. That's great. I mean, you have mentioned, I think, 3 things that we don't relate when we are building business. First, failure.
Yeah.
And it's nice the way you just, like have that, get that, and say, that's okay. That's okay, because you learn and then you keep trying. And that's how we actually learn, grow, and, things start working. And the second thing is how with this technology, you can now reach so much people out there, not only in Australia, because Bree is in Australia, in Brisbane, where I am too, but she can reach people in other countries, in, other places that actually are in the same position, the same situation. So that's beautiful. Bree, when you knew that you were pregnant, what were the stage of your business and how that changed, or you allowed that to change your business?
I honestly was like, at first I was like, oh my gosh, like I literally said to myself, like, why now? Like I was putting all of my energy, I thought everything was going into just on my business, and I was like, I have so much I still want to do. And so I was actually, it took me a little while to, it took me a little while to accept, and it just took me a little while to sort of, I guess, like, process it all. And it didn't stop me, but the emotions that come with pregnancy was what sort of got to me the most. Like, it made me really question myself, and it really made me I got into a little bit of comparison syndrome. Like, my business was like, I had launched it, I had like a handful of clients, and obviously we have this goal for ourselves, and I wasn't quite there yet. So I kept going at it, and I kept working on it, and I just sort of started to pivot who I was talking to in that time. So when I first did my personal training certificates, I said to myself that I wanted to be somebody who helped women throughout pregnancy with their health and fitness, so that they knew that they can still do that while they're pregnant. I didn't want to go down that path anymore because I wasn't going to have kids. And I was like, that's not relatable. And I just didn't. And then this will happen. And I was like, it's all just meant to be. I'm meant to go down this path. This is what's happening. And it's just all started falling into alignment for me. And yeah, so I kept going at it. And then I think it was like, it probably wasn't really until he was born, or maybe towards like the second half of my pregnancy, where I was really, really thinking about like, okay, you know, I actually am going to have a child now. Like, this is even more important to me because I get to spend time with him all the time.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
I mean, I only took like 3 weeks off work, but when I did come back to, after I had him, when I did come back and started like working again, I was only really doing the bare minimum, and which was okay. And there's not many people. There is many people now because it is so like common for people to have online businesses now. But I think it's just so. I felt so grateful that I.
If you need to grab him, don't worry. Go for it. I mean, this is mom's life, guys. This happens. Hi. Hello. Do you want to be on camera?
He loves the camera.
You do. He's happy now.
But I'm just so grateful that I've been able to put myself into a position where I can spend time with him and not have to put him into daycare like 5 days a week and only get to spend like nights and mornings and weekends with him. So that was really important to me, and it is still really important to me to be able to, do that and spend as much time with him as I possibly can, but also like help us build the life that I envision for all of us. So, with Orson growing up, if he wants to be able to try something, if he wants to see like, for instance, like football or something, like if he wants to try something, I want to be like, yes, you can do that. I don't want to have to say, no, we can't do that because, we can't afford it or things like that. Like, I want to be able to just say, yes, you can do anything. Like, you can try anything, figure out who you want to be and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. My gosh, I just love having you. Honestly, you are like exactly what I'm thinking today and these couple of weeks. Definitely, this is having created your own business means you have created a lifestyle that you want to live on your own terms and that favors your husband, your kid, your own inner growth, as a person, as a mom, and everything. And also, you can tell your child, hey, you can do whatever you want in your life. You just have to work, to get it. Yeah. I mean, I know, and guys, this is not something that is done overnight. It's hard work, and it's consistent work, and mindset, and everything, but it is something that is so possible nowadays. So congratulations for that, honestly. Beautiful. How do you manage your business? Because there are many different ways online how you can manage your online businesses. So some people have courses, some people do live, some people just interact with their list, their mailing list. So what do you do? How do you work on your business?
So, I just use Instagram as my main platform. So I just use that with my content and with my stories. I like to connect with as many people as I possibly can and just have conversations with people. I do have a Facebook group as well that I hold free masterclasses in once a fortnight. So I do that, and the topics vary from nutrition to training to mindset to how to manage your time and being in the right mindset to thinking always think, instead of thinking you never have enough time to how can I make the time, how can I make this work for me. So I do that as well. I have coaching programs, so I have multiple different sort of coaching programs for people. Have VIP, which is one-on-one coaching, and then I have a group coaching package as well. And then I have also just like nutrition coaching, training coaching, and that kind of thing. So it's all health and fitness, but my goal is to help people build a healthful lifestyle for themselves, so they can find balance, put themselves, like make themselves a priority, and do the things that make them feel good, so that they can continue to feel like they are showing up for themselves, that they are looking after themselves, and they actually feel like they are healthy. So I help people get to that point where they are feeling like they've got that idea, they're fulfilling their idea of balance of health and looking after themselves. So
yeah. Okay. That's really a complete package, because you're helping in many aspects, and if you have like result one, definitely you have to get into the other one and the other one, because everything is a complement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bree,
basically like my group coaching, my VIP, they're like the whole package. That's like we focus on everything, and then I have smaller programs that are just specifically focusing in on like certain things. So just to cater for people, there's some people out there that don't need to work on the whole thing. They only need to maybe work on nutrition. I just have to go get my son. The door just opened somehow, so he's just crawled outside.
That's okay, guys. This is a beautiful interview, because as you can see, this is mom's life, and this is what happens when we have kids at home. It's not easy. I want to ask you something else regarding that. How do you manage your times with a kid that is 10 months old in the house? Because you still don't have no childcare just yet, and nanny's coming every now and then. So how do you do?
So this has been a really big thing for me. I think this has probably been like one of my biggest struggles and things that I've had to really work on to not get so overwhelmed and worked up about is like, as obviously he gets older, he gets more active, he gets more mobile, he needs more attention. When they're younger, it's easy, they just sleep, right?
Yeah.
So at the moment, the way I sort of manage my time is, again, I sort of just sit down and I really think about maybe just a few of the things, like the key things that I like to tick off each day, which is, checking in on my clients, my social media marketing, and any other like little bits and bobs that need to sort of be done. I try and get as much done as I possibly can in his nap times, because obviously when he's awake, like my attention gets really stretched between it. But each day I really focus in on just like the top priority stuff and what needs to get done. And to be honest, some days like I could work maybe 2 hours, and some other days I could get 4 hours in at work. I don't just have like a big block of time of work where I'm like, cool, I can just start my day at like 9 o'clock and I can work for like, this amount of straight hours. It's all very sporadic now. So
that is called time management.
Yeah, it's called time management. And some days like my time management is amazing, and other days it's not, but that's only because kids can be a little bit unpredictable sometimes. So I have learnt to just roll with it and not put so much pressure on myself, to get like posts done. So I used to like post 5-7 days a week. Now I'm happy if I post 3 times per week onto my feed. Yeah. Always making sure that I'm on my stories every day, but I just make sure that I have put together what the minimum is that I feel good about to tick off each day and each week, and I work towards that. And if it doesn't get done that day, then I just go on to the next day and start working towards that.
This is amazing, because when we have our kids, we tend to start looking after them, and then after the house, and then after everything, after our job, our goals and that stuff, but it doesn't include us at all. And you just said, I need to be kind with myself. I need to, not be too harsh on me. That's the main thing. That's the most important thing, because as you said, kids are unpredictable, and you just have to roll with it, as you said, and be kind with yourself and keep growing while taking care of yourself. If you're okay, everything works. So that's a great point.
Yeah, and like I always make sure that I have those things that I do each day, a week as well, to make sure that I'm filling my cup up and I'm staying calm and like grounding myself as well. I think the post that you saw, the reel of me that you saw, that was like the time where I was beginning to really start to deal with like not being able to work as fast as I could. Like at that time, I was starting to like accept that like, okay, I can't work as fast as I used to. I have to actually I have to slow down, and just because I'm slowing down, it doesn't actually mean that I'm not successful or I'm not working towards my goals. It just means it's just taking it like, it's a little bit slower to get things done. So, which, like I've accepted, and some days I still, like, it still does get to me, but a lot of the times now I just will.
It still does, doesn't? Because I mean, and this is something that I say a lot. I don't know why in our minds, we moms, we think that we have the same time that we had before our kids, and we keep putting on our shoulders lots and lots of work, and it's like we think we can do everything, and we cannot. We just have to accept that we have different times now, and we can do time management and do as best as we can, and that's it. And be gentle with ourselves and be happy every day.
Yes. Yeah.
I tend to do that as well, but it always gets me. I'm like, okay, stop.
Yeah.
No more.
Stop, have a cry, let it out.
Yeah, exactly. But why I am unhappy if I have everything? It's hard because you are unhappy because you're not looking after yourself, just putting tasks. So that's not the main idea of this. Bree, what does success mean to you?
Success means to me I already feel I've had to work on this myself, to detach myself from success being a number. Okay, I don't believe that like having a certain amount of. I used to believe that having like I had to have a certain amount of clients, I had to be earning a certain amount of money. That meant that I was successful. But success to me is just still doing the things that I want to do and helping people and changing their lives, no matter how much money I'm making or how many clients I have. But success to me just means that I am happy with what I'm doing and I'm fulfilling my needs and living the life that I want to live. Basically, that's what success looks like and means like to me. It's not just a number.
How do you manage self-sabotage?
How does anybody manage self-sabotage? I have my current fitness coach. We've become really good friends, and we're basically we're on a very similar journey to each other. So I've started beginning talking it out with her. Just we're the type of friends where we can sort of give each other the advice or the things that you sort of need to hear. Well, and I guess that she sort of helps me with that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm I don't even know how to answer that. How do I deal with my self-sabotage?
It's not an easy thing to answer. I mean, I think we all go through that, but many times we don't really know that we're going through that. You know, we just think that we fail, but we don't think like maybe I'm auto-sabotaging myself because I really needed to be at 7 a.m. in the morning today, but I just wanted to sleep for 30 more minutes and I'm auto-sabotaging myself. I don't know why. Yeah. So it's just difficult, but it's something that I think we all have to work on every single day. It's something that you cannot just stop working, you know?
100%. And this is, I guess, like, for me, I've started, like, diving a little bit deeper into, I guess, maybe that side of things for myself. Like, money mindset was something that I really wanted to work on this year. And I jumped on like a call with the money mindset coach this week, and for me I was like, oh yeah, money mindset, like, you know, just changing the way I think of money, like my language, but where in actual fact it's like we actually dove into my limiting beliefs and that kind of thing, that which sort of showed up. So I guess like that's sort of the things that's showing up for me right now. It helped me sort of maybe recognize what maybe some of my self-sabotaging behaviors are and why. So yeah, just working on that. So starting to become more aware of it, I think, like that's the side of things that I'm aware of. So yeah,
definitely. What's the name of your kid?
His name's Orson. Orson.
Austin. Austin?
Okay. Orson.
Awesome. Sorry, I'm very pronouncing names. Bree, how do people reach you to, you know, get in touch with you and start working with you in their muscles and get fit?
Yeah, so just sending me through a DM is always great. I love to have a chat with people, just to, you know, see what it is that they actually are wanting help with. But I do also have a link in my bio for just to express interest, because sometimes it can be a little scary reaching out to somebody. So, but yeah, just sending me through a message is the best way.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, guys, if you are interested in fitness, if you are a mom and you have your little kids as Bree does, reach her. This is a beautiful way to build that inner growth that we all moms need, and that confidence to start doing the things that you really want to do. And if you are ready to start your business or to scale your business or grow your business, go to my profile, to the link to learn more about digital businesses and how to make them automatic on autopilot and that stuff. We have all the training there. And I was so happy to have you today, Brie. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for having both of us.
I hope to have you in the future to talk more and see how your business is going and keep bringing more value to all the moms.
Yeah, sounds great. I look forward to it. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Hello, guys. How are you doing today?